just me. Let's get this out of here. I'm playing World's Biggest Pac-Man, and yeah, I did kind of cut myself off like The Sopranos. That was after two false finishes. I thought that would be a funny touch. But this is World's Biggest Pac-Man, and this is, if you're just tuning in, if you're out there, I'm Matt. This is Super Apartment Friends. We've been kind of doing like funky free browser and web games tonight, just because it's a fucking cool, weird little world that I like to explore. And the reason is you find stuff like World's Biggest Pac-Man, and if you see this, these are all user submitted Pac-Man mazes. There's thousands of them, and they're all connected. So like looking at this one, if you exit out the bottom, you go to this maze. If you exit out the right, you go to this one. And it's just a huge persistent world that's constantly growing. If you look at the navigator here, we're only looking at this red square of mazes. So we can go over here. And now there's a whole bunch more. You log in with your Facebook and it tracks all your stats. And it's just one of the fucking coolest things I've ever seen in my life. So I'm going to play it probably for the rest of the night because I love Pac-Man and I love this idea. So I'm going to start here. We'll see how this goes. And I mean, you know, user submitted Pac-Man mazes means you get some goofy shit like this. It's like a stomach. Oh crap, but yeah, I can exit out the top. I'm gonna see how many of these things I can clear tonight, I think. I kind of wish it was Ms. Pac-Man, though. I like Ms. Pac-Man a little bit more. I don't think the ghosts can get to me, though. I'm going to feel like a champion for blasting this bad boy out. Boom. And that's it. Let's go to the right. Yeah, Ricky. Oh, shit. I wasn't looking. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen, and I can't believe nobody talks about it. So again, kind of like, you know, just like with Vaporwave Donkey Kong and the Perfect Strangers game, I kind of just want to pimp it and you know, hopefully get a little more attention on it, because this is dope. There's a lot of I like to think of it as you know, balling on a budget. See, and this is replay. It's neat seeing how the ghosts act in open spaces, but it's also tricky to eat pellets in open spaces. Like, you have to kind of rewire your Pac-Man. If you're like me and you've been playing Pac-Man for a while, you have to like rewire your Pac-Man brain, which is no small task. I don't know what Glee Keen means. I don't know if maybe they meant Glee Queen and maybe they're a big Glee fan. People like Glee, right? That show. Jane Lynch is really funny. Oh no, shit. But yeah, like, I don't know how to... Pac-Man in wide open spaces is something my brain has not figured out yet. Like, I like to think of myself as a decent Pac-Man player, but that's within the confines of a maze of narrow passages. The ghosts lose their minds too, though. So it almost evens out. It's very strange. But yeah, I mean, I haven't messed with the maze creator yet, which I probably will because I love Pac-Man. But just based on what I've seen, I think anybody can just pick it up and do it, which is great. Shit like this in Mario Maker is literally the kind of games I dreamed about as a kid. I don't know how I got away with that for so long. Replay. I'm getting out of here. Hey.
What happened?
I'm just playing World's Biggest Pac-Man.
Hey, motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, from,
Bloodhound Gang.
Yep. My beef with this game is that the scrolling is weird. And, like, the screen kind of moves when I push up and down. So it kind of fucks me there. What were you about to say? I'm sorry.
Well, since I purged my iPod, just my purchased or, like, purposely downloaded albums have come on.
Uh-huh.
And the Bloodhound Gang has come on a couple of times.
Oh, sure.
And
we were in high school in the late 90s.
They
oh,
have
no.
not aged well.
Oh, no. How could they?
But it's still nostalgic for me. Like, I feel very torn listening to it.
Oh, yeah. You can be nostalgic and realize it's crap.
A lap dance is always better when the stripper is crying. Is a fantastic song when I am Jessica at 19 years old.
Right.
But Jessica at almost 33 years old, it's like, ooh.
You know, I've talked about this on the stream before. I'm kind of done with edgy shit. I don't need it anymore.
But I mean, it was like, but it's still nostalgic for me, like, to listen to it now. Like,
yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, I loved this so much with Anna in college.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a way to make this full screen. I don't think there is.
But yeah, that doesn't age well. Kevin Smith does not age
Oh my
well.
god, Kevin Smith did not age well at all. His shit's getting worse.
Yeah.
Like, I'm scared to watch Yoga Hosers. Not because it's scary, but because it seems like a big piece of crap.
I'll watch it.
I mean, I'll watch it too, but I think it's going to be really bad. Like, astonishingly bad.
I just need to see how bad it's going to be. I need to see how bad it's going to be.
No, that tracks. I can get on board with that. I actually legitimately want to see Tusk.
Mhm.
Because that's kind of an awesome concept.
Justin Long, though.
You don't hate him in Galaxy Quest?
I love him in Galaxy Quest. That's the first thing I ever saw him in.
He's great in Galaxy Quest.
And when I saw him in Galaxy Quest, I was like, oh, this guy's going to be the next best thing. He's going to be great. And then...
He's kind of a turd salad.
Yeah, he's kind of a turd sandwich. Or salad. Whichever you prefer.
I think salad's a little funnier. These mazes are weird. Do you see how weird they are?
They look pretty regular.
They're... Thanks.
Sorry.
They're not regular.
I mean, when you get to go between all of them, that's weird. That's cool and weird, but they seem pretty standard.
These keep being normal ones. But look how many there's weird little dead ends and there's open spaces. I can't wait to.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
It doesn't. The same design rules don't apply. It is way harder. It doesn't help that the screen is sabotaging
Are those ghosts slower then?
They're not slower, but they're not built for this architecture, so they get confused like I do. So we're kind of on the same page.
That's cool.
Oh, I flew too close to the sun. Alt F4. Thank you, Riccio. You are a champion. Ooh.
Full screen.
F4. Shit. I'm on a Mac, so is it...
Probably the back
Apple
key.
F4?
Yeah. Or just do full screen.
Where is full screen?
I mean, just choose full screen in the
up
browser.
Here. Ah! Duh. Thank you, Jess. Okay, here we go. Game fixed. But look at these little nooks and crannies and shit. Devilish.
I mean, it looks like Pac-Man.
Yeah, but there's not weird little...
Oh, that's kind of crazy. Oh, that's kind of... Oh!
Yeah, see, it's a little different.
Dumb. They're dumb. They're not smart.
They get confused. Well, because they didn't change...
You should have a little pill.
Well, I want to get these big strings of pills. They didn't change...
I'm not about to tell you how to do your weird Pac-Man.
They didn't change the programming for the ghosts, I think is what it is.
Oh, I see.
So the ghosts were designed for a couple types of mazes, not this wacky shit, not this double wide luxury lanes nonsense.
Right. Yeah. Ooh, wide lanes. How luxurious.
Right. George Costanza's dream.
Lynn Bettis's.
Oh, really? Oops. You can tell I'm a fair weather Seinfeld fan.
That was one of the only shows I was allowed to watch.
Which is so funny because you couldn't watch Doogie Howser.
Couldn't watch Doogie Howser
because it was too sexual.
Too sexual.
But you could watch the show that had an entire episode about jacking it.
Yep. But it was. But you know, I was supposed to separate fantasy from reality. So.
But like Doogie Howser was too real.
Doogie Howser was too real. Friends was too real. I couldn't watch Friends. I wasn't allowed to watch Friends.
That might have just been your parents didn't like Friends.
That's what I think.
I don't like Friends.
You brought that to my attention. That what your parents didn't like.
Well, now my parents thought The Simpsons was fucked up when it first came out because Season 1 Simpsons is a lot heavier than Season even 3 Simpsons.
No, it's not. How so? Heavier?
Season 1 Simpsons is like sadder. They're like a shitty family.
It's sad because they barely make any jokes.
Well, yeah, it's not as good. But when it came out, my parents were shocked that a cartoon was for adults.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, okay, so they were trying to depict it as a real family.
Right, they thought that was weird, too.
Okay.
Oh, alright. We're going to this one. I'm sick of that one. And also, I mean, that is my favorite gimmick of this game, is that you can... It's just endless mazes in any direction.
Oh, Pinky. Oh, Bluey!
Yeah, what are their names are... Inky, Blinky, something, and Clyde.
I don't remember.
But then there's another set of names for them too, where it's like Speedy, Bashful,
really?
Something. Yeah, they have two sets of names. It's really weird.
Can we talk about the
one set of names is the English translation, and one set is the Japanese one. But what did you want to talk about?
I didn't know that. I was just gonna say. Very, very segued. Can we talk about the Ghostbuster dinosaur?
Yes, we can talk about the Ghostbusters dinosaur.
I only saw a tiny paragraph about it.
So it's
they
like named
Ankylosaurus.
It's in the Ankylosaurus family. It's named Zool something. Zool and then a bunch of Latin.
But the Latin is used in Ghostbusters.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's cool.
Let me grab my phone.
Well, I mean, the Ghostbuster stuff was Sumerian, not Latin, so probably not. Sorry to be that douchebag.
No, I think it's legit though.
What? And so did you see why?
They say like Sumerian. They like.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Did you see why the archaeologist named it Zool?
Yeah.
Because the thing's head reminded her of the fridge monster.
Yes.
Which is amazing. Like, she's a deep cut for real Ghostbusters fan.
And the bone structure, like
the horns and shit.
Yeah.
Reminded her of the Terror Dogs, which is hilarious. That she's like, oh yeah, it's Zool.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this! Get the ghost.
Get that ghost.
Speaking of Ghostbusters, dude, what was with the '80s and anti-ghost propaganda?
I like Hobbs.
Like Hobbs?
Hobbs hates ghosts and anything ghoulish.
He does? He's a cat.
He's an 80s mom.
He is an 80s mom because he doesn't like D&D. This is a weird one.
Did you tell Riccio how Hobbs tried to sabotage your World of Warcraft?
Oh yeah, he did that too, didn't he? So I was playing World of Warcraft with some friends. I had my headphones on, and he also did that for D&D. He did it for both.
He did it for both.
And so whether it was World of Warcraft or just straight up playing D&D over Skype, I would have my headphones on, and they're not wireless. They're plugged into the computer. Shit! This makes too much open space. It's too hard. But yeah, whether I was playing World of Warcraft or just straight up D&D, I'd have my headphones on, my wired ones, hooked up to the computer, and then Hobbs, our cat, would accidentally knock the fucking headphones off my head with his tail walking by. And it's not like I had a long cord from the computer to my head.
Yeah.
The cord is short.
Yeah.
So I'm basically sitting in front of a foot from the TV doing this shit. And so he had the whole living room to walk around me. And he goes, no, I'm going to walk in this 1 foot of space and make sure to knock these headphones off your head
And
because I'm an 80s mom and D&D is devil stuff.
It's devil stuff. And here's my reasoning why that wasn't just a cat being a dick. Because Hobbs also has a very, very, very strict bedtime.
Yep, we have to go to bed at like 10 every night.
Yeah. And if
He's
we
mad
don't,
right now. He's mad somewhere right now.
He's very mad that no, he's hanging out over there.
With a pissy look on his face,
look
probably.
on his face that we're not in bed right now.
He herds us.
Yeah, and then in the morning, and he's like, well, you're just wasting the day away. Even when we get up and feed, because he's got breakfast. And we get up and get him breakfast.
This is a spoiled cat.
He's a very spoiled cat. We get up and give him breakfast. But then, if we give him breakfast and then we go back to bed, he's like, no, you're wasting the day away. You need to be awake now. You need to be out of bed.
He's a tool. But yeah, Enriquio, but he says hi, Jess.
Oh, hi, Enriquio.
And, yeah, paleontology is low-key one of the nerdiest sciences. Because they also named... Didn't Pikachu get a fossil? Or am I thinking of... Was that a physics thing? They named... it might have been a physics or a microbiology thing. Where they named something after Pikachu within the last year or so, too. And I'm like, scientists are fucking dorks.
I haven't heard that one.
What's that?
I haven't heard that one.
It was a little while ago. It was like a molecule or... I don't think it was a fossil. It was like a molecule or some kind of subatomic particle or something. But they named it after Pikachu. Oh shit! I'm back at Gleequen. Let's get out of here. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, the cat is kind of a douche, but we love him because he's really sweet too.
He's a sweet guy.
Like when he's not bitching us out about D&D or
just
bedtime, like mom, just like a mom. Mother's Day is coming up, guys.
Oh, Mother's Day. He is our mother.
He's kind of the team mom.
No, he's just our weird hairy roommate.
He's the weird little fat guy that lives in our house. But he's actually one of the sweetest cats I've ever encountered, other than his strict bedtime and anti-role playing tendencies.
It's very specific though.
Yeah.
He doesn't bitch about like right now he's fine.
Oh, he doesn't like when we watch wrestling though either.
He
will turn his back on Monday Night Raw.
Literally turns his back on Raw.
I don't think you should be watching this.
Yeah. He's
very fussy.
He'll face his butt at the TV and face the wall. It's hilarious.
Yeah, he's a strange little guy. He's got a tiny penis.
Oh, yeah, let's tell that story. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Jess, you're more qualified to talk about...
Can they hear me all right?
I think so. I think so, because Enriquio said hi.
Oh, hi.
I told you he said hi.
I know.
Oh, okay.
So,
if you whisper, he might not hear you, because you're very far away from the microphone.
I'm trying not to whisper.
Stop whispering.
Okay, I'll stop whispering. So what happened was
shit! Hang on. Sorry, just to backtrack for a sec. There's a fossil named after Aerodactyl, which is a Pokemon too. Kind of backtracking to a second ago.
That's awesome!
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that!
So I didn't know about that one either. That's hilarious.
Is that a dinosaur fossil?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Or a Pteranodon, but yeah. Because technically they're not dinosaurs.
That's so cool.
Yeah. But sorry, I just wanted to dip into that.
Up. I have the actual...
Oh, the full title for the Zool dinosaur?
Yeah, I do. But first I want to talk about Hobbs' tiny penis.
You better talk about Hobbs' tiny penis.
So,
Let's not let this go.
We went to the vet because Hobbs was having some problems.
This maze sucks.
He had it's with both.
He had like a urinary tract infection.
Urinary tract infections. They had crystallized stuff in their urethras and
Urethra Franklin.
And so we took him to the vet, and he's healthy now. But it was very, very sad at the time because we thought he was gone. But the sweet vet was so wonderful. She told we were in the room with Hobbs, and she took us aside and whispered to us.
This is the best part. Shit.
We had to use.
It was like a gerbil catheter, right?
A rodent catheter.
Rodent.
Because of his tiny penis.
She like stage whispered to you guys, right?
Yeah, because she didn't want Hobbs to hear. She didn't want Hobbs to hear.
To hear about his tiny ding dong.
Because he has such a tiny penis.
He's got a teeny peeny. So if there, in the off chance that the mic didn't pick you up, just to reiterate, they had to take Hobbs to the vet for like a urinary tract infection. They had to give him a catheter, and his pee-pee is so small, they had to give him a hamster catheter.
Or like a rodent catheter? Or, like some very small catheter.
And then, to preserve the cat's feelings, the vet whispered this fact.
Whispered to my mom
to Jess and her mom. It's maybe the best story ever. And then, the moment you guys told me that, I'm like, well, that explains everything about Hobbs. Suddenly, all of his bravado.
He is... Yeah.
Because he used to be when he was at your folks.
Fussy.
He's real fussy, and he used to pretend like he was a tough guy when he's like a fat little panda bear cat.
And he had a harem of women.
Right? Yeah, that's right. You guys had 3 girl cats with him at the time. Whoa, Jess! This maze says 420.
Heyo.
Doing. Smoke a spliff, bro.
Okay.
Oh, not on the stream. Okay. We're not Snoop Dogg.
We're not T-Pain.
We're not You know.
He fell in love with a stripper.
He sure did.
He also likes to talk to the bartender. I love listening to his story songs.
Oh, he's truly the Billy Joel of our time with his story songs.
He likes to go talk to the bartender. He likes to fall in love with
I feel like that motherfucker lives in bars. Which that is...
I mean, maybe he did like 10 years ago.
Yeah, you don't think... He probably doesn't now.
Maybe not.
You think he doesn't now?
Who knows what he's doing now?
Oh, Rikyo said, smoke weed every day. I don't have a bestiality problem. It's just funny that he's got a tiny dick. That's funny.
You have a bestiality problem?
He said, God, what is wrong with you and your bestiality tendencies?
What?
It's just funny that the cat has a medically tiny penis.
Yeah, no, it is. I think it's funny too. I must have a bestiality problem too.
Well, you do kiss cats and call them handsome.
Well, I do love cats. I do love cats.
Your love of cats is like I love cats in the way I love all animals and all living things. You love cats in a really specific and intense way.
I do. It's not sexual though.
It's not.
I want to, you know that.
I agree. But to outsiders, it might not look that way.
Really?
Well, I don't think anybody thinks it looks sexual, but.
Oh, good.
But
no, it's because it's not. I just really intensely love cats.
It's intense, I think, is the key.
It's intense.
You intensely love cats.
I do.
Like, I don't think crazy cat lady is an insult to you in the least.
No, not even a little bit.
I think for you that's more like a life goal.
Yeah.
And I support it because I think animals are cool. I like having it's when we brought Hobbs from your folks' house to our house, it was I feel it was such a positive change. It was so nice to have another living thing in here.
And he's been so cool. Like he's just been a nice.
Well, he had just we got.
He's a really cool person.
He's a really cool person. We got lucky because he adjusted really well, really fast.
He adjusted almost immediately.
It was pretty much the course of an afternoon.
I was amazed. Like, I was really worried that he would be cowering in a closet for months.
But
he immediately, like, meow, meow.
He got used to it really fast. I think it was because you were here.
Maybe. Well,
because you and him are so close.
And we hadn't been roommates. Like, I hadn't been living
You and Hobbs or you and me?
No, Hobbs and me.
Okay.
And I had been roommates.
We had been rooming for a little bit.
Yes, for a little bit. But Hobbs and I had been estranged. And
yes, you and Hobbs were truly estranged.
well,
See, this is why people think you have a sexual relationship with cats. Because you say estranged.
No, we were, though. Like,
I understand.
you know what I mean? Like,
I do. It just sounds so bizarre.
well, I wasn't living with my parents anymore.
Right, which is where he was at your folks'
This is
place.
my folks' place, and
It's not furry culture, Ericchio. We have a cat and we like him. That's all it is. We just like our fucking stupid cat.
And we're not mommy and daddy. I think that's creepy.
See, that's the thing.
I think that's creepy.
Because it's not just my sister's like, oh, he's your fur baby. It's like, no, he's our fat, weird roommate.
Yeah. I think being mommy and daddy would be
That's-
so much creepier.
But a lot of people do, dog people do that. That's and cat people do it too, but I notice it the most with dog people.
Yeah, I mean, and I probably would too, because dogs are...
Dude, a dog is closer to a kid, because cats are so independent.
And dogs are so dependent on you and stuff.
Yep. Because with a dog, you're their pack leader, and if you're a pack leader, you're basically a parent.
Yeah. And they respect you, and then there's that, like...
They look to you.
Yeah.
The relationship with a dog is totally different.
It's very different.
But a cat is super fucking chill because a cat does not give a shit.
Nope.
Cat loves you.
Cat
if you
step on your boobs and your nuts.
Oh boy, that fucking 40-pound cat stomps on my dick once a night, and it is horrifying. But he's really cool, so I like him.
He is. He's a cool guy.
I mean, but his coolness is that he's not cool. It's very strange.
He's got a lot of personality.
He's got a lot of personality. We're not furries, Ricchio. We just like our cat. Oh shit. So I tried to duck into a different maze and pop back up to get away from a ghost, but he was still there. Oh boy. I need to finish. It's so easy to just leave a maze instead of finishing it, and I want to finish some more of these mazes. I think I've only finished one tonight. Ah, shit. It's so weird navigating an open space as Pac-Man. I keep saying that because it's still true. Pew, 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 pew. Oh boy. I don't know if the world is ready for Bloodhound Gang. Are they still around? Do they still do things?
I don't think so. I don't know. They're Gen Xers.
Oh, they are, aren't they? You know, I was thinking about that. Somebody speaking of Tumblr, somebody posted about South Park. And we've kind of fallen off the wagon with South Park. Ricchio, if you didn't know, South Park for much of my life was my absolute favorite TV show. Mm-hmm. And
resonated in every aspect of my life.
Just clicked with my sense of humor 100%. Yeah. And then with everything that's happened recently politically and how they were like, well, they're both equally bad. Both candidates are equally bad. I'm like, I mean, I agree they're both bad. I do not think that they're equally bad. And that kind of soured me. And I hate that soured me on the show. Yeah. But it did.
Well, what soured me on it was that they were continuing the comedy of...
just more and more Trump episodes.
Yeah.
Like, Garrison was Trump, and I'm like,
nope,
shit's not funny anymore. I'm not feeling this anymore. And somebody on Tumblr, there was a really interesting post on Tumblr where somebody broke down the comedy style of Trey and Matt, and it's that they're anti-change and anti-caring about anything, which is a very Gen X kind of thing. Like, if you care about anything, you're stupid. And I'm like, that is kind of it.
Yeah,
and they're definitely Gen Xers.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of over the whole slacker bullshit. Like, you need to care about a few things. It's okay. And appearing cool and detached isn't the fucking answer for everything.
But that's the thing that I liked about South Park for so long is that they weren't necessarily detached. I feel like
no, but they're if you look at who they villainize in episodes,
everyone.
They villainize everyone, but it's everyone who is trying to change something.
Yeah, like
whether it's good or bad, or whether it's right or left. You are really grooving.
No, it's my hip.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
It just looked like
Sorry.
like you were just feeling it. I'm like, there's no music for this game, so I don't know what you're doing.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just was really confused for a second.
I couldn't.
Jess is off camera, but she is juking around. But it is when you explain it, right? It kind of looked like you were slow-mo twerking. But you're not.
I got a twink.
You have a twink? You have a twink, Jess?
I have a tweak in my hair.
A tweak. Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Twink.
It happens
Ricky's
when
probably gonna
I was
come
gonna
down
say
there for
Riccio is gonna come crashing down on you for that shit. Because that's what happens when you're on a stream for 2 hours and you're talking nonstop. You're gonna say some stuff wrong, and it's the oh no, and here comes the Aqua. R.I.P. in pieces, all of us. R.I.P. in pieces. Hey, whoa. Hey, Riccio, you gotta slow down with the cat stuff. It truly is just our cat, and he's fat, and we think he's funny.
Oh, you want to see him? I can show him to you.
Don't do that to him. He's a sleepy boy.
Oh, he's just hanging out over here. Come on.
Alright.
Come on over here. Come on over here, buddy.
Oh, shit. One of these days, Jess, do you remember Pac-Man Championship Edition? The real funky one on Xbox?
No.
You do or don't?
No, I don't. I'm paying attention.
Oh, okay. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but Hobbs's favorite, shit, I keep getting trapped. Hobbs's favorite toys are straws, like plastic straws. Which I'm glad we figured that out because it saved us a ton of money on cat toys. Jess, you remember Championship Pac-Man? Because that was the one with the really cool music, and you'd get like 100 ghosts chasing you at once, and you'd eat them all.
Did they have that on Super Nintendo?
No. It was on Xbox 360.
Okay.
It had like really cool techno music and weird graphics and stuff. We've played it. I'll have to bust that out. I'll have to bust that out next time.
I have
because I think
I have a Miss
you've got this
on Super Nintendo
right.
that goes to three fast.
Right, it's a little different. I'll pull it up if I can get streaming on the Xbox 360 because I think it has HDMI output.
Okay.
So I should be able to do that. I'll have to do that sometime. Oh fuck. Oh, I think it's time to switch gears. I love this.
It all looks the same to me.
If you play it, it's totally different.
Except for the ones that say words.
Right. Well, because, I mean, yeah, stuff like this is still a basic maze. But anything with a double wide hallway is fucking crazy. I'm going to do one more shot
sure
at that.
it's very different to play.
Ricky said, fucking Twinkie! Oh, and yeah, see, can you get Hobbs on camera?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, he's the real star of the super apartment. You can hold him up for a second.
I can.
Yeah. Get him up here.
Hi, honey. I'll pick you up.
You can pick him up for a minute and then just get in front of the camera.
Ooh. Over here?
Yeah, in front of the webcam's on top of the TV. I'll see if I can Pac-Man around you guys. There we go. There's that cat content. This is how you know we're an internet thing. We have a cat.
Is he in the shed?
I think so. I don't know because I don't have OBS pulled up anywhere.
He's a good boy.
He is a good boy. He's a good little fat boy. He's a good boy until he's a butthole.
He is kind of a butthole sometimes.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, babe. We gotta get that cat content. That's how we're gonna get all these clicks.
Did Ricky see him?
I don't know yet because there's a lag. I assume he did. It's a fucking 40-pound cat. I think I'm gonna switch. We got a half hour left. I think I'm gonna switch streams here for a sec and play a little FTL. Have you seen FTL yet? It's cool. It's like Star Trek and Star Wars had a baby.
What?
But it's not flashy looking. It's very boring looking. But you're in command of a starship.
I heard Star Trek.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to take another 2-ish minutes. Well, or should I play Gridland? I think I'm going to play Gridland. That just sealed it. I'm going to play... Well, because that would fit our theme of free games. So I'm going to play Gridland. So I'm going to take a 2-minute break and switch gears for a sec. And then Super Apartment Friends will come back with another bitching free indie game. So, Riccio? Oh, no. Okay, do you want to hear... Before we go, do you want to hear Riccio's review of Hobbs?
Yes.
Okay. He's like Godzilla 2014. Elusive, but exactly what everyone paid for. And fat. You also meant and fat.
Yes, yes.
He also said that Hobbs was giving him a death stare.
Probably. He's giving everyone death stare all the time.
He's salty boy. We should be in bed. He's very mad that we're not in bed.
He's an 80s mom.
He's an 80s mom. We should have been in bed hours ago. So I'm glad you got to see him.
We are not sexually involved with our cat.
We don't fuck our cat yet. It hasn't gotten to that point.
Oh.
The night is young.
The night is young.
But I'm going to take a 2-minute break so we can set up Gridland, and yeah, we'll do that. But since I remembered that, it takes me a few minutes to back out of stuff, I'm going to keep talking instead of saying bye-bye 5 times.
Bye-bye.
This is Super Apartment Friends. I'm Matt. Jess is still here, but she's lurking in the wings.
I am.
And we'll be back real soon.
Bye.